Hockey is back, which means the Kraken are back, and they have an exciting brand of hockey this year. And welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Sports Show where we love Seattle pro sports. I'm your host, Mikey, and today we are talking about the Kraken, who had their opener this past week on Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. So, what a weird time. I mean, it's not like baseball where it's starting in the spring and you're playing it all throughout the summer where you're getting you're off from work or school or whatever. We're at the beginning of the school year. We're in the busy time of the work year for a lot of people. So I don't know what hockey's thinking. Having all these openers like in the middle of a day, in the middle of a work and school week, but hey, that's what it was. And, that's okay. I mean, it still ended up being really exciting and entertaining, anyways. Now, the Kraken did lose the St. Louis Blues 3-2. So that's not great. But there was a lot of exciting things about this. There's so many things to go through, right? Let's make a quick list because I'm going to try to keep this episode short. First, Dan Bilesma getting his first game in as the head coach of the Seattle Kraken. Jessica Campbell being the first woman full-time assistant coach in the NHL, getting her first game in, and the crowd just popped for her when they announced her, right? And then Jordan Eberle being named captain of the team, and him also getting a big pop from the crowd. I use those terms because I'm a big wrestling fan, and that's what you call it, right? When the crowd has a big reaction like that, you call it a pop. And Jessica Campbell, maybe nobody got a bigger pop than her. Everybody was really excited about that. But Jordan Eberle, that's wrestling 101 right there. To me, I thought that was great. There's been lots of rumors about the Kraken finally filling that vacant captaincy spot, right? It's been so long that it's been vacant. I forgot that we even had a captain at all in the first place. When they said that Jordan Eberle was the second captain in Kraken history, I was like, huh? But yeah, they did have another captain that was like very short-lived and traded away anyways. So it's been vacant that entire time since the trade deadline in our first season. Jordan Eberle, I think he's a great guy to have as the captain, just from everything I've read about him and what his teammates and coaches say about him. So that's cool. But again, just getting back to the way they presented that was awesome because there was rumors out there, right? And this is how this would work in the wrestling world, which is, that is scripted sports entertainment. So it's very they're very good at getting reactions that they want to get from the crowds, and this is how you would present something like this in the world of wrestling, right? And that's how you make something like hockey exciting, is giving it these entertainment getting some entertainment value on it. And maybe to just a regular casual fan, they might not know that this is a big deal, but for the crowd that was there, it's going to be a big deal, and they're all going to cheer and they're going to be really excited. And then guess what? The casual fan who's just watching at home, they're going to hear that reaction of the live fans, those fans that are the diehard fans, the ones that are buying tickets to go to games, and they're going to hear that reaction and they're going to go, oh, that crowd's really lively. That must be something worth looking into and finding more about, and this is going to be worth watching. But again, the way they did this, the rumors are out there. Somebody's going to be named captain. They think they're getting close to being named a captain. Then you start getting rumors out there that, some reporters are hearing maybe it's Jordan Eberle, but nothing gets announced. Nothing gets hinted at. Nothing, by the Kraken themselves. Nothing gets posted on social media. There's no articles about it. What do? They wait till game day, game 1, the season opener, at home in front of your home crowd. You announce him last to come out to the rink, and when you announce him, when you introduce him as captain. You get to see him skate out there on the ice with the C on his jersey. I think that is great presentation, and it makes it fun and exciting, which is what we want. Because again, for me, growing up, I wasn't a big hockey fan. I would watch when Wayne Gretzky was on, and then after that, I didn't watch hockey at all, really. And then, I've been watching hockey since it came here to Seattle, and I'm excited to get into hockey, and and I want to be excited about it, and doing things this way and presenting them this way, I think we'll get you into it. Because again, I'm not the die hard, right? I don't know, I don't know hockey, and I'm not somebody who knows the league, and I don't know all the players across the league. I just know, I know the players on our team, and I know, what the Kraken are, or who they are trying to be, which last year didn't seem like there was any identity, and you couldn't tell who they were trying to be because it didn't seem like they knew who they wanted to be. But this year, my goodness, Dan Bilesman, he's got this team playing at a fast pace offensively, and I'm loving that. Again, just being able just to watch game 1, you go, oh, okay, already we can tell this team is going to have an identity of being a fast-paced, aggressive, offensively aggressive team, right? I mean, and I'm watching. I have the statistics pulled up on my phone while I'm watching this game, and I can watch all the stats as I'm watching, and I'm just keeping track of that throughout the game. And at some points, we're like, during this game, we had doubled and even tripled the amount of shots on goal that the Blues had. So we were really, really being aggressive, and I'm like, hey, this is fun to watch. Whereas last year, it got to a point where, again, because I want to be excited about it and I want to have fun watching hockey, but then the team was not doing good, and they didn't seem to have an identity. It didn't seem like they knew what they were even trying to do, and it was not fun. But already game 1 here, even though it's a loss, it's fun, and I'm excited for this season going forward, and excited to see how this team grows. I feel like this year, even if there are stretches where they struggle, at least it should be entertaining to watch. But again, yeah, because at points we had doubled and tripled their shots on goal. It ended up being closer to even by the end of the game, and that was really the case of being so sloppy at the beginning of the third period. We were winning 2-0, and then we just got sloppy at the beginning of that third period there and allowed 3 easy goals, and that was it. That was the game. You couldn't manufacture any more goals for yourself to the end there, and that was unfortunate. You get the loss for the first game of the season, but again, I'm excited just to be watching the team this year because it looks like they're going to be playing a fun brand of hockey at least. Speaking of giving up those 3 goals, Grubauer was in there. I myself have been thinking since last season that Daccord, maybe he looks a little bit better when he's in there anyways. And now, since this game happened, we have given Joey Daccord a new 5-year deal. 5 million AAV over 5 years. And I'm really excited about that. Maybe that means Joey Daccord will get a chance to start more often. Now they're saying, they're going to be using both goalies, but hey, you got Joey Daccord, a new contract. His does, run like 3 years longer than Grubauer's now. So, maybe you're signaling that, hey, this is the guy of our future. Maybe you give him more starts than Grubauer, and we'll see how this plays out and how this is going to go towards the future. Yeah, again, those are the big pieces of news that we needed to cover. The opening game, Bilesman's first game, Jessica Campbell's first game, Eberle getting the C, Joey Daccord getting a new contract, and then unfortunately, of course, losing that first game. But at least it looks like we're building a fun, entertaining brand of hockey to watch. Right? So, yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode. Let me know, how do you feel about this Kraken season? I've heard some people saying, like, you should have won that game. The Blues, they're not that great of a team. You should have stuck it to them more and won. Again, I'm not a hockey expert. Again, I make the Seattle Sports Show because I am a Seattle sports fan. I am a fan of sports, and I'm a fan of my home teams, and I want to talk about them with other fans. So you let me know how you're feeling about the Kraken. Do you feel good about this brand of aggressive offensive play that they're building, or are you nervous that, like, they're gonna get easily countered and give up easy shots on goal like they did in this game? Let me know, how do you feel? For those hockey experts that are listening out there, I want to know what you're thinking. All right. And yeah, there you go. That's going to be this episode. So thanks for listening to the Seattle Sports Show, where we watch legends awaken. So take cover, because with the Sea of Sound, you will see us rise to reign supreme and win forever.